sound your voice. Your voice, your legacy. Whether you speak through your pen or your mouth, what distinguishes mere success from excellence is the mastery of your skill. Come, welcome to my world, a class that follows your artistic brilliance for sustainable relevance. Embrace the symphony of words. At Creative Mastery, I bring together the finest of public speaking, the rhythm of spoken word poetry, the power of storytelling, the mystery of script writing, and the enchantment of creative writing. Register now to unleash your words and resound your voice. Your voice, your legacy. Whether you speak through your pen or your mouth, what distinguishes mere success from excellence is the mastery of your skill. Come, welcome to my world, a class that follows your artistic brilliance for sustainable relevance. Embrace the symphony of words. At Creative Mastery, I bring together the finest of public speaking, the rhythm of spoken word poetry, the power of storytelling, the mystery of script writing, and the enchantment of creative writing. Register now to unleash your words and resound your voice. Your voice, your legacy. Whether you speak through your pen or your mouth, what distinguishes mere success from excellence is the mastery of your skill. Come, welcome to my world, a class that follows your artistic brilliance for sustainable relevance. Embrace the symphony of words. At Creative Mastery, I bring together the finest of public speaking, the rhythm of spoken word poetry, the power of storytelling, the mystery of script writing, and the enchantment of creative writing. Register now to unleash your words and resound your voice.
Hello, everyone. I'm super excited to be here. And, having this event today is more like a dream come true. Okay, all right. Having this event today is more like a dream come true. We've been planning this bank of batches since, I don't know, since February, or I think since February or since April. I can't really say. But today we are here today. Thank you so much for everyone joining us. Thank you so much for everyone joining us. We're having this event today and I'm super excited. This event is exclusively for graduates of Creative Mastery, persons who have passed through Creative Mastery. And my desire is that subsequently we're able to find more programs, ideas, and initiative to expand the learning of Creative Mastery students. So I want you to feel so free. I want you to feel at home. I don't want you to see it more like, I don't want you to see it like a game, like you're contesting or you're fighting with someone. I just want you to just see it like a game, have fun, and enjoy yourself. It is a public speaking contest exclusively for Creative Mastery students. Of course, we have prizes to be won. Okay, I am Adeyemo J. Sutopome Janet, the coach at Creative Mastery, and I want to use this medium to sincerely appreciate the students at Creative Mastery, everyone who who has passed through Creative Mastery. Thank you so much for trusting my expertise. Thank you so much for trusting me to deliver value. It's really amazing. It's one thing for you to have an idea. It's one thing for you to believe that you have value to give to others, and it's a different ball game voice, please. All right. Okay, it's a different ball game entirely for you to communicate that idea, the value you have to others, and a totally different ball game all the same for people to buy into your idea. Thank you so much for allowing me impact you. Thank you so much for trusting the value I have to give at Creative Mastery. All right, without further ado, let's quickly dive into the conversation for today. Let's dive into why we are here. I'll be bringing on board the chief judge, the one who is going to be in charge of the session today, in charge of the contest. Again, I said all participants should feel free, enjoy yourself, see it as fun, and enjoy the fun. All right, I'll be leaving your screen right now for you to have Team Heavens converse with you. Thank you so much.
Hello, everybody. A very good evening to you all. Please, if you can hear me, signify in the comment section while we get started. I'm super excited to have all of you present here today. Trust me, the bank of batches is one that you would experience, and of course, you'll go home with this feeling of joy and excitement displayed to you at the comfort of your home. So I want to welcome everybody who is joining us from anywhere in the world, right? So I want to say a very big thank you to the host and of course the lead trainer at Creative Mastery, Adeyemo Jesito, for here as the chief judge of this wonderful occasion, right? Competition or whatever. So now I want you to understand something, right? The contestant and also the listener, that public speaking is not just something you just do like that, right? There are several rudiments to what makes one a very beautiful public speaker, and that is what we're going to be judging or assessing this contestant based on. So I'm just going to give you an overview of what it looks like, right? So you understand what it means, right? You can understand what it means to be here and of course do this competition with us. So we are content and structure, right? Of course, you're passing a message, so want to know how well your content is and how well you have put the structure together, right? So we are also going to be looking at the coherence and correlation in your speech. That's also very, very your body language, right? It is very important as public speakers to know how to harness the different part of your body together for an effective speech, right? An effective communication, right? Your body gestures and postures have different meanings. So want to see how much you can use them and use them rightly, right? So all of you have to be on your camera. There is no blank screen like mine here, right? So you get your touch light, your environment ready because that's also going to be assessed, right? So we're looking at that, and under your body language, of course, we have your gestures, your posture, your eyes contact to the camera, and a whole of things put together there. So we also have your engagement and connection. How much are you connecting with your audience, right? As public speakers, you should know that it's very important and imperative that you carry along the audience. You should not be speaking and your audience are lost in the crowd. So it's very important to understand that place of connection and engagement with your audience. Then we'll also look at your noise reduction. You know you're having where the cattle are making noise and all of that. So you it's convenient for your speech. Public speakers, you carry yourself very well. Address as a public speaker, then you speak like a public speaker. To your what? What to wear, because that's one thing you should know already. So all of these things put together makes up what we'll be judging you based on. Right. So it's not straight. Of course, it's not straight. We'll just be looking at your very best. And of course, we believe that all of you are ready to give us the best experience ever, because I cannot wait in particular. And I believe that other judges, all right, which will join us on the show soon, also cannot wait to hear you speak and bring value to the table. All right. So thank you very much for having me. Once again, my name is Timothy Heavens. I am rooting for you guys. Enjoy the show. So now, of course, I've given you I've given you the right to enjoy the show. So we have different badges that are going to come up. I don't know if our contestants are ready, and the are you guys ready? Okay, so we're going to be having a set from badge. Okay, Janet is here. Janet, how far? Okay, so I think Janet has some information to pass, but I don't know, maybe her network or something. So I'll just quickly run over what we expecting. We are having two badges that are going to be doing this bank, and of course, they expect nothing but premium from the both badges. So we have badge one, the first badge. I mean the pioneer badge of creative mastery, and then we have the second badge, the batch two. Now, I am meant to understand that we have four persons from batch one, which is not bad because that was the initial plan. But then we have two persons from batch two. So together.
Is it just me? Okay, okay, okay. I guess we lost you at some point. I don't know if it's just me, but I guess we lost you at some point.
Hi, Janet. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. I can. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. I don't know if you can hear me.
Yes, yes, I can hear you. I can hear you. Watching All right. I guess we lost.
Hello. Please, if you can hear me, signify, right? Okay, thank you very much. I can see the comments. Okay, I'm audible. Thank you so much. I can go on. Okay, so as I've said before, we would be having the four persons from batch one do their presentations very quickly, as we would not want to relinquish anybody just like that, right? So you'll be given at least, or at most rather, 2 minutes to do your presentation, or just have a chat with us basically, and then two persons have to go for the remaining two to be able to make the equation balanced for the second batch, right? So please, can we have the first person on, the first speaker from batch one? Thank you. Are you in the studio ready, please? Oh, Janet is back.
Before then, we would like to know, please, if you are in the studio, I can see everybody in the studio. Who is I can see Toyin, Iyanu Oluwa, and then I can see Peace. Then I can see Covenant. So we technically have 4 persons in the studio. Peace and Covenant are from batch 1. I think we technically have just batch 1 persons here. Please, I want you to, I don't know if you can, let me just bring everybody on board. So I'll bring Toyin now. Toyin, I want you to confirm, are you from batch 1 or batch 2? All right, Toyin, can you hear me? No, this is not Toyin, I mean. Yanolua, can you hear me, please?
Yes, I can.
Yeah, are you from batch 1 or batch 2?
I'm from batch 1.
All right. Okay. Toyin, are you for batch 1 or batch 2?
Batch 1.
Yeah, Toyin, are you there? Are you for batch 1 or batch 2?
Batch 1.
All right. Okay. All right. Okay. Peace. Are you for batch 1 or batch 2?
From batch 1.
Okay, it's making sense. All right. Covenant. Are you for batch 1 or batch 2?
Batch 1.
Okay. Dami is for batch 2, I guess. Okay.
Sorry, I'm from batch 2.
Batch 2.
Yeah, Peace from batch 2.
Okay, Peace is from batch 2.
Yes.
Dami, you're from where? You're for batch 1 or batch 2? Oh no, she just left. Okay, so I think we have right now, as it stands, we have Yanolua, we have Toyin from batch 1, then we have Peace, and then we have Covenant from batch 1, and then we have Peace, and we have Peace right now, and we had Dami, but I do not know. Okay, Dami's back. All right. Okay. Dami.
Yes,
I
good
think yeah,
evening,
she's
ma'am.
yeah. Good evening, dear. Are you for batch 1 or batch 2? Are you for batch 1 or batch 2?
Batch 1.
Okay, you're for batch 1. You're for batch 1. Oh yeah, that's true.
Yes.
Oh wow, that's true. Okay, so I think what will happen right now is we might have to split ourselves. Okay, we're going to reframe the game right now since batch 2 people are not on board. So we're just going to have a contest with everyone right now. That's Yanu Lua, Toyin, um Covenant, Dami, and Omeri Peace. So the idea will be we're going to, there's a general topic that's been given, right? So the general topic, after general topic, the we have about 2 or 3 judges. Team Heavens is with us. The other ones are also watching online right now. So we're going to start cutting. Please, the judges, please communicate with yourself, please. So Team Heavens, please ensure that your WhatsApp is on so that you can communicate with Gift. So what will happen right now is we're going to have you give your presentations, and in this format, um from what I'm seeing on the screen right now in this format. So Yanolua will go first, Toyin will go second, Peace will go third, Covenant will go fourth, then Dami will go fifth. No, yeah, fifth. So we have 5 persons here. So we're gonna start the cutting. We're gonna refine the competition right now. So we'll have, after the first 5, 2 will drop. After the first, then we'll have 1, 2, 3. We'll be able to get first, second, third. Who is the best speaker? The first person becomes the best speaker. So let's have that. So I'll give the floor to Tim Heavens again so that he continues handling the program. So we're going please, Heavens, you heard what I said, right? So we're going to have Yanulua first, then we'll have Toyin next, we'll have Peace second, that's Manasseh Omoye, then we'll have Adeyemo Covenant, then we'll have Olaoye Oluwadamilola as the final person. So we're gonna 2 persons will go, 2 persons will be out. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. So 2 persons will be out. Okay, I'm seeing another person joining. Okay. I'm seeing Oyefemi join. So once we start the competition, basically anybody who is not here would not partake. Once we kickstart the competition, anybody who's not here would not continue with us. So after that, we'll have 2 persons drop until we keep moving until we get to the first position. So the first position of the best speaker can either come from batch 1 or batch 2. I hope next time, I hope a lot of other graduates of the class, we know we are serious because we have other bigger ideas. You can only imagine. Okay, let's have Tim Heavens. I really don't know where he went to. Let me, while that is going, I need to check up on Heavens. He's not here. Coming, please. I need to check up on Heavens. Okay, he's back. Okay. So we're starting with Yanulua first. Okay, so Heavens, you have the floor. So we're starting with Yanulua first, Toyin next, Peace. Oluwadamilola was here, but I can't see her again. Anybody who is not here as a 10 person is to speak, the next person will come on board to speak. So I wish you the best, and I leave in the hands of God and our judges.
Okay, So thank you very much, Janet, for that. So we're just going to have the first person now. Please do also introduce yourself before get your name properly. Thank you very much.
Hi, good evening, everyone. My name is Olaoluwa Iyanoluwa, and I am from Batch 1. So this evening, I'm going to be talking briefly about the topic all men are creatives. All men are creatives. Firstly, who are creatives? Creatives are individuals um, that have the ability to think beyond mere human sentiment. That is, they have the ability to think beyond the norms, and they are people that are able to use their imaginations. That is, they can create something that has never been in existence. The question before us is that are all men creatives? By men, what we mean is that uh, like by men, we do not mean that creativity is secluded to only the male gender, but that creativity is meant for everyone. So men in this context means that all humans. So the question again is, are all humans or men, are all humans creatives? Yes, I would say all humans are creatives because if we look back into the creation story, we will see that one of the commandments of God to all humans was that they should go and like create, they should go and recreate. So every one of us as human, we all have the potential, we have this innate ability within us to be able to create things that's never been in existence. We have the ability to bring to like out of nothing, we have the ability to bring something that is tangible, something that is so significant out of it. So I would love to say that to back up this point, I would love to say that creativity is a uh, creativity is an innate ability that has been evenly distributed to all humans. That is, God gave it equally to everyone. It's not just like it was not given to it was not given to some certain people while others were left behind. No, it was given evenly distributed to everyone. And how do you know that you are so creative? I want you to just to look back into your I just want you to look back into your childhood days where whereby you as a child could actually come up with various ideas. You have this ability to create something that has never been in existence, and that is what we see in children back in children. You said if you observe children very well, you will notice that they put things together, like whenever they are playing or maybe whenever they are alone, you just see them come up with various things, like, and you'll be wondering that what exactly is this child trying to create. I'm very sure when you were much younger, you have these you've put on these creativity caps such that maybe you created something, maybe while you were at home, then you could maybe when you were at home, then you could just sit down alone and then you begin to imagine all sorts of actions like you see in movies. Like maybe you're trying to play the husband and the wife role. You're just trying to create a lot of things. You create your pot, you just come up with your pot, you come up with sand and a lot of things just to create something out of like nothing. And people begin to wonder that what is the essence of all of this. So that's to tell us that every one of us, we have that creativity, we have that creative potential inside of us. But why is it that a lot of people think creativity is just for certain people, like it is just for a set of people and not for everyone? The reason is because as we begin to grow, a lot the creative potential in many people are being the creative potential in many people are being suppressed, maybe by the environment they find themselves, or maybe by the situations they go through in life. And so as a result, their creativity begin to shrink, and it's just as if it's just as if they no longer like function in it. So another thing that is very essential is that it is important for everyone to know that creativity is subjected to the law of usage. So if you abandon your creativity, if you ignore it and you don't tap into it, that creative ability that is within you, if you do not tap into it, it will begin to shrink. Like it can go into extinct, such that you will not even know that you have that ability within you again. So the more you use it, the more you tap into your abilities, into your creative abilities, and you begin to use it, the more it begins to increase. It's increase. And that is why you see that in this age of information, you see that a lot of people now come up, they show up with their creativity in such a way that like it's quite differs from other people's own. Why? Because they have taken time to tap into their creativity and develop it. So this is to say that creativity is something that it is a skill. Like it is not a talent, but it is a skill that can be developed. It is something that every one of us we can tap into, and we can harness it. That is, we can make it to be more um we can make it to be more like we can make it to be more um relevant in this present world. So also I'd like to say that creativity, like some of the things that can cripple our creativity as individual is fear, the fear of failure. If you often think that maybe the ideas you come up with constantly will fail, you might suppress your creativity with that. And also another thing is self-doubt and criticism. If you're often being criticized, or you have this doubt within you that like, oh, you're not capable, you're not enough, all of those things, if you often feel that way, you're it will be so difficult for you to begin to tap into your creativity or to show up with the creative ability that is within you. Another thing is distraction and multitasking. Creativity is something that requires you focusing on a particular thought or idea at a particular moment. So if you want to tap into your creative more, you have to be able to, like, you must cultivate the habit of focusing on a particular idea or thought at a particular period of time, such that you avoid all sorts of distractions that may come your way. So if you're often distracted and you cannot stay focused on a particular thought or idea that comes your way, it will be so difficult for you to utilize your creativity. And another thing that can suppress your creativity is comparison. When you're comparing yourself with other people, it is very important for you to know that everyone is distinct. You are unique in your own way. So is our creativity also. Like the way I am creative is quite distinct, is quite different from the other person. That is, the ideas I can come up with, the way I can imagine things, the way I can think things through is quite different from the other person. So if you keep comparing yourself with other people, if you go about comparing yourself with others around you, or maybe you see another person showing up with his or her creativity, and you're comparing yourself with such person, it's going to be like it can actually suppress or kill your own creativity. So it's very important for you to embrace your uniqueness in this whenever you are in this creative game. And another thing is unsupportive environment and people. So when you have people that don't support your ideas, maybe they talk you down, maybe they don't even accept any of your opinions or ideas, these things can actually suppress your creativity and make you not to believe in yourself. And so how can you harness your creativity? How can you develop your creativity? One is by like being able to think deeply. That is, you have to separate yourself. You have to cultivate this habit of thinking things through, thinking or like thinking. You should be able to cultivate that habit of mindfulness, of meditation. All of these things are very important in order for you to develop your creativity. And lastly, I would love to say, lastly, I'll be closing with the word of Paulo Cleo that said, everybody has a creative potential, and from the moment you can express these creative potentials, you can start changing the world. So it is very important for you to note that every one of us, we have this creative ability inside of us. We have it. We just have to tap into it. We just have to look inward within us. What are those things? And I would like to say also that creativity is not limited to maybe the artistic expressions such as writing, drawing, or like music, fashion. It is not limited to that. Creativity can be seen in every other aspect of of our lives, such that in your communication you can be so creative in the way you interact with people, in the way you engage with other people, or in the way you even help people. You carry out assignments, so you can be so creative in every other area and not just in these areas that I have mentioned. So that is all I
Thank
can
you
say.
so
Thank you.
much. That was quite fluctuating, but your message was well passed. Thank you very much. So we would be having the next person on board now. We just have, after this section, right, is the next section, which is definitely going to be the last. Yeah. So everybody, not more than 10 minutes to speak, and after this the time frame reduces. So please, let's have the next person come on board. Thank you very much.
Yeah, sorry. Hello, Toyin. Toyin, Toyin. Toyin, can you hear me, please? You are muted. Can you unmute yourself, please? You're muted. You're muted. All right. Good, good, good.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Bella Watsoy, and today I'll be speaking on the topic. And today I'll be speaking on the topic. All men are creative. All men are creative in the sense that we are created by a creative God. The Bible made us to understand that we were created in the image and likeness of God. And if God could create the splendor and glory of heaven and earth, then
Sorry,
what
Toyin.
creation is
Toyin,
what
we
we
can
see.
hear you. Toyin, I can hear you. I can hear you. Don't you are I can hear you clearly. But I think that the earpiece you're using is making your voice a bit distant. So maybe you should, take the middle of the earpiece, pick it and speak to the mouthpiece. Say hello.
Hello.
Yeah, it's better now. It's better.
Okay.
All right, so we can hear you better now.
So we is creatures created in the image and likeness of God are creative beings. Are creative beings. Being a creative, the creative nature of a man all boils down to his mindset. We cannot grow beyond our mindset. Our creativity, the spirit of creativity in us cannot grow, cannot spark above the mindset, above our the mindset of our capacity. So what do we need to do? We need to build our mindset. We need to analyze our mindset. We need to build our mindset. And how can we do so to make the spirit of creativity in us arise? Sometimes all we need to do is to change our environment, because we do not want to be limited by our environment. We do not want to be tied by the things we see in our environment and we think, oh, this is all the world is about. No, we do not want to do that. So sometimes we just need to change our environment. Sometimes what we need is the right circle of people, the right people in our circle. If you move around with people who unless the creative spirit in them, if we move around to people who actually use their creative spirit, then there's a tendency, an high percentage, that your creativity will actually be put to use. You can also use research to boost the creativity spirit in you. As a science student, a student in the field of nursing, you can actually do research and see, okay, in this my field of nursing, there's actually a problem here, there's actually a problem here. And with the knowledge I have, how can I solve this problem? That is where the spirit of creativity comes in. It wants to solve problem. You can actually the creative spirit in you can actually be boosted by observation. You look at your area, you look at the world, you look at the environment, and say, okay, how can I solve this problem? There's something wrong here. There's something wrong here. How can I actually solve this problem to help humanity, to help my fellow humans? Creativity in humans. Creativity in humans are of two forms. We have creativity from scratch and creativity as a way of, and creativity as an improvement. Creativity of from scratch has to do with when an individual invents something that was never in existence and brings it to life. For example, the first person who invented the airplane, who created the airplane, invented the airplane, there was nothing like airplane, but the person invented it. He might have looked at the birds flying in the air and said, okay, what can I do? How will I be able to make something similar like this that can fly in the air, contain people in it, and take them to their various destination? So that is creativity from scratch. Then we have creativity from improvement. You can, okay, for example, taking cars, for example, the latest models of the latest models of cars we see today, we are not the models that were first created. But different individuals look at the different models that were invented in the past and said, okay, what can I add to this car that will make it more suitable to the needs and lifestyle of this present generation? So that is creativity as an improvement. Like I said earlier on, creativity has to do with the mindset. It all boils down to the mindset. You cannot grow above your mindset. As a creative man, you need to do things above the ordinary. You need to do the ordinary things in an extraordinary way. You need to think out of the box. So people might be thinking this way, people might just be thinking straight, but you need to think out of the box. What can I do that others are not doing? That is how to put your creative spirit to test. Looking at the like of Vicky James, a renowned fashion designer, can you imagine she hosted a fashion designing masterclass for 1 million naira and people paid for it? Not because she's a fashion designer, but because she has harnessed the creative spirit in her so well and she has mastered her skill of fashion designing. And the creativity in the designs and lot of it was what made people to actually pay for that masterclass. So I don't want you to think that you are not a creative human being. All men are creatives. Now I want you to say to yourself, I am a creative individual. I am Igbaro Oluwatoyin. Nothing is too big for my mind, and nothing dies in my hand. I am a creative individual. Thank you.
All right. Okay. Well done, Twin. I really appreciate. Okay, I'll bring in on board Heavens. Okay.
Hello, can you hear me? Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, that was a beautiful presentation, right? I don't know whether it's your device or the earpiece you were using. I could barely hear you. I had to struggle too. So I feel like before an occasion like this or whatever, there should be a rundown check on your gadget. This is like a competition, of course, and you have to do everything possible to be your best. I hope you know that there is a section that assess that kind of thing here. So next time, I think you should have a run check on your gadget because I struggled to hear. However, those lines I picked were explicit. So thank you very much and enjoy the rest of the show.
Thank you.
Good evening, everybody. How are you doing? Trust you're having a great time. My name is Manasseh Omoyepis, and I'm a representative of Batch 2, Creative Mastery. So I'll be speaking on a topic today that says all men are creative. First off, I would like to talk on the two terms, men and creative. Men is a gender neutral language that is derived from a Proto Germanic word that can designate all human race. It has to do with all mankind, whether male, female, boy, girl. It has to do with all human race. The traditional usage, man without the article means all mankind. And now the word creative means having the ability to create. It also means exacting the act of creation. Are you following me? Okay, so I'll ask you this question. Do you really think all men are creative, both male and female? All right. The statement all men are creative is a broad term that may not necessarily mean that might not be for every individual. It might not be for every individual. So moving on, creativity is a form of self-discovering, and it has a way of expressing, helping us express ourselves. Now it could be in the form of music, art, writing, and even entrepreneurship. Yes, one can be a business creative. Yeah. So creative expression is a form, like I said, it's a form of self-discovery and a way to connect with other people. Now, if your creativity is making videos, you are likely to connect more with people that make videos than people that do graphics. Do you understand? Okay. So some people argue that creativity are only meant for special people, like the handicapped have no place in creativity, and this is not true. There is an handicap, a popular woman, Helen Keller by name, that is deaf and blind. In her early age, when she discovered this, she did not allow her situation to hold her back from being creative. Currently, she's an author, she's a lecturer, and she's an activist. So we have some factors that influences creativity. We have the cultural influence on creativity. We have the society influence on creativity. The culture influences creativity through values and expectations held by individuals in that culture. For instance, a culture where conformity and um, conforming to the rules and then autonomy is that culture is less likely to be creative, is less likely to be creative than a culture that allows you express yourself. Now let's take for instance our African homes. Your parents will not want to see you pressing your phones. Pressing your phone in the sense that you're doing something creative with your phone, right? And then African parents believe that when you're pressing your phone, you are either wasting time, you should go and look for something to do. Now, outside the country, abroad, you can see a child of age 5 or age 10, using a phone, an iPad, a computer, a laptop. But here in Nigeria, in our African world, it cannot work because parents believe that this technology affects us in a way. And now you notice that most children abroad have a higher IQ than most African children, except for the ones that are not restricted to the societal norms and pressure on them. So moving forward, I'm going to talk about the society, how the society influence creativity. Though it is quite complex, when there is less social pressure on an individual, and they are given the opportunity to express themselves, you can see that creativity will thrive. All right. So some psychologists argued that creativity is for every individual. Everybody are creative. All men are creative. While some argued that even if creativity is for some people, some persons cannot really express themselves. Some persons cannot really be creative. And now, whichever one it is, the fact remains that even though some men may not fit into the traditional definition of what creativity actually means, all each person has what he or she contributes to the world at large. So whatever you give to the world, you are unique in your own way. So do not allow the culture and the society, not even the harsh reality of life, to steal your creative power. So I would like you to say this to yourself, that you were born to create. You were created to create. Yes, the creative power is resident in you. That is why you are a creative. Yes, so I am pushing you and I'm urging you to create. Wherever you find yourself, express yourself. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much for that. I am excited because I loved how you brought some examples and how you try to bring some relatable facts into your discussion. That was quite explicit. So I want to say that was good. However, I don't know if your phone is like up that you have to raise your head, and I don't know the placement of your gadget actually. So please, when next you're doing this, I feel like you place your gadget very well so we can, because I can see your hand movement, but I can't see it very well. Remember, I was trying to see your body language, but I think your hand was below. I wanted to demonstrate power. I only saw your fingers, like your wrist upward. I couldn't. So you get why I said the placement was a bit higher. All right. So please, all those things are very important for things like this. Right. But your message was well explicit, was okay, and you did great job. Well done.
Thank you.
Please let's have the other person. Thank you.
I'm so sorry about that. Good evening, everyone. And I'm so excited to be here. And I must commend all the previous speaker. You have all spoken well, and you have did great. Yes. So I am to attend an event, and of course, I'm to make my hair. I have to reach out to my hairstylist and ask her if she will be available to make my hair for me. But alas, she wasn't available. Oh, I was disturbed. But then I have to reach out to another person, another hairstylist, which I considered another option. So, and the person as well, she said she was not available at that time. Oh, I was very disturbed. How am I going to make my hair? And the event that I'm going was the other day. It happens to be the next day. And where I was ruminating on how I'm going to get my hair done, I remembered I had a neighbor who also is a hairstylist. So I have to walk down to her apartment, but then she wasn't at home. At first, I was like, maybe it was a kind of punishment, but then I just realized that it's nature that did its thing. I must go to the event by 8 o'clock a.m. the following day, and it's already dark. I mean, it was around 8 o'clock this day, but then I just have to think on what I can do. This is already a problem, and how am I going to solve this? So I have heard about an app which is called Pinterest. So I just have to just go on my Play Store and download the Pinterest app, because I've heard that any styles that you are looking for, maybe it's clothing or shoes, any sort of styles, you are going to definitely find it on Pinterest. So I downloaded the app and sign up and just begin to explore what I can see on Pinterest. And I just got there, see many styles that I can do by myself. And of course, I before that time, I have not styled my hair myself. But then I will not go to an event with a scattered hair. So I have to make sure that my hair wears. I have to make sure that I tidy up and make it as beautiful as I can. So watching all sort of videos and styles on Pinterest, I have to just do my thing the following morning. I saved a lot of videos. But what happened the following morning? My roommate had to travel down. She was younger to me, and she's younger to me rather. And her mother was like, I should please follow her to the park. I was like, what's all this problem this morning? Why is it that is the morning that I just have to just create something myself that you people are just disturbing me, but then I have to follow her. But fortunately for me, we got the park and she left immediately. Going back to my apartment, I just have to sit down before my mirror and start to create something. Meanwhile, I don't know what I'm going to create, but then I know today I must create something because I'm left with no other option than to do something myself. So then I did something great. I did what I could do and I left for the event. Upon getting to the event, people started commending my hair. Oh, your hair was beautiful, it was nice. I was like, really? I didn't want to be saying, are you guys whining? Because I know I did that myself. So I can't be saying that, are you guys whining me, or you are just you are just playing? Maybe the hair is not looking good enough, but you are just trying to tell me that the hair is looking good. And also throughout that day, people were just telling me, I love your hair. Who styled this hair for you? You are looking beautiful. And then I was like, wow, this is creativity. And that is what creativity really means. It involves innovation, it involves problem solving. For you to have the ability to solve a problem, that is what creativity really means. And that will lead me to the topic: all men are creative. And when we are talking about creativity, it means the ability to generate original ideas, something beautiful. Products to come out with something imagine in it. You imagine something, and out of that process, you bring out something beautiful. And when we are talking about creativity, it has nothing to do with gender or sex or profession. because most times most people have believed that when we are talking about creativity, it has to do with some kind of profession, maybe people that write or people that create video or people that draw. But no, when we are talking about creativity, it has no limit to all those things. And it is creativity that makes a woman to tie a crying baby to a pillow when she's busy and she can't back her. I know that most of us, we must have come across all those pictures online where you see that people just tie their crying baby to a pillow when they are busy. And it is creativity that will make a farmer to just tie all sort of linens or clothes in their farm to chase away birds from destroying their crops. And as well, it is creativity that will make a market woman to arrange her goods very well. Have you come to an instance where it is the arrangement of some of a market woman that makes you to just branch at a shop and buy whatever you have to buy? And it is also creativity that brings about industrial revolution. And this is where this is the revolve that comes as a matter of where people decide that what you can actually use machine to do, there's no point that you are using hands to do that. And as well, there are some points that I will also like to analyze, and they are the ways that when you look within ways that you can actually bring up your creativity. Because when we are talking about creativity, it has to do with your talent. It is within you, it is with what you are doing. When we are talking about creativity, that thing that you are doing, you have to think outside the box. You have to think beyond the mere human sentiment, things that you can just see and that you are like, okay, another what's another way that I can use to bring out these things. And so when we are talking about that, there are some ways that you can bring out that creativity in you. Yes, you have what you are doing, and then there's a creativity in that, and there's a way that you can bring creativity out of what you are doing. And those things that you practice brainstorming. Yes, you brainstorms around ideas. And the second point is that you stay open-minded. You receive feedbacks from people. Maybe where you are not doing enough, you receive feedback from people. You get yeah, their comments to know where to improve. And another thing is that you think of possible ways. You don't have to limit yourself to one point. You think of possible ways. Have you been playing a game and maybe you are just be using one method, and at some point just have to change that method that you are using to play that game, and you just see that you just won, and you have been playing the game since, but you have been losing, but once you just change that your method, you see that you just win the game. Yes, that is also how you can bring out your creativity. And another thing is that you get enough sleep, because when your head is bombarded with so many things, you are tired. It will be very difficult for you to bring out that creativity in you. Another thing is that you seek out for new experience. Yes, you seek out for new experience. You try new things. You don't limit yourself to one way. And so, in conclusion, I have bring to you that creativity is the ability to generate new and original ideas, solutions, or products in what you are doing. You can be a market woman, you can be a writer, a public speaker, but that thing that you are doing, that skill that you have, that talent, there's a creativity in it. What you have to do is just to bring it out, and you have to try new experiences. You have to try something new, things that you don't do, that you have not been doing before. You don't have to be like, oh, I've not been doing these things before. How do I have to do it? No, you have to try it. And if you don't try it, you can never believe that you can do it. So don't just sit down and don't just dream it. Don't just imagine, create it. And fear is an enemy to your creativity. Don't allow fear. And I'm going to leave you with this question. And the question is that, what will be your legendary work that will prove that all men are indeed creative? Thank you.
Okay, I want to say
Thank you very much. Adeyemo Covenant. All right. That was a beautiful one. I loved your structure and the content of your message. However, your delivery didn't really sit well with me because I had to wrap my head around where the story was heading to. I understand that you wanted to start with a story and lead us into a message. However, your the how do I put this now? Like the synergy, right, and the synchronization of your story was not hitting on the right spot. So I feel like next time when you want to do this, ensure that you have your story together and present it in the best way possible to captivate the attention of your audience. Aside that, I love how you structured it from the story to citing example of creativity and other sections of your context and your content rather. So the structure was beautiful. However, rather, your delivery was what I couldn't get straight. So, but in all, generally, right? In all, that was a beautiful presentation. And then I discovered only your head did the presentation, only your head. So there was no way I could judge your body language. So if I was to give you a mark for body language, what do you think that would be? Because only your head, and that's not just it for public speakers. However, that was a beautiful one. Well done and a good job. Can we have the next person, please?
Right. All right. All right. All right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Heavens. The next person, okay, yeah, she's available right now. Okay.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Olaoyoluwa Damdola, from Batch 1 Creative Mastery class, and I'm also an award-winning public speaker. Our topic for discussion for today is All Men Are Creative. It's a very important statement I also like to make that all men are creative and most men are not creative. There are different aspects to creativity, I agree, but it is also very important to note that even though all men are creative, we all came to this world with a creative trait, but most men are not creative. The aspect of the creativity I'm going to be diving into today is purpose. For every man in this life, there's a particular point in your life when you have to answer the question why, like the reason. So, and I know that, and I feel that for you to have a purposeful heart is a creative, activate a creative brain. So, for you to be creative, and in your fulfilling of purpose, you have to know the reason why, and you have to know the reason you want to partake in that particular aspect. Take for an example, a particular set of people put in a particular area, and okay, for chefs, so for people like given a particular ingredient to cook with, you will notice that even though they are given a particular set of ingredients, they can all come up with a particular food. But the purpose of that particular ingredient being given to them is well, I would say is the main point of the situation, and that is going to define their outcome according to the purpose. Take a look if it's a situation where they are performing a competition and everybody's given um a particular set of, like, everybody's given a general ingredient, then you make whatever you like with the ingredients you are given. So the creativity of, yes, everybody is putting their creativity to work, but the purpose, which is actually the competition in quotes, will decide the level at which they are going to be graded, the level at which they are going to be scored and to be marked. So in that kind of situation, the person who the placement is going to be determine your cleanliness and so other sort of. So that is why I am saying, I stand on, I'm saying that the most important part of creativity that I want to view is that of purpose. Creativity, we all know, is thinking out of the box, making something new, and making something new, deriving something exceptional from a very common way. And we all know that in life there are two types of people. There are those who make things happen, and there are also people who observe. I can say those who make things happen are the creative one, and that is because they have a particular purpose of why they are doing that thing, and that is why they are they are channeling all forms of their creativity to make that thing happen, to get a very specific and a very amazing result. And we also have the observer who they are also creative in their own terms, but their own level of creativity, I can say, is making use of the particular product, or checking through what has already been done, and generating something from it. So I'll say, I would like to say that creativity is a general trait, but most people are not creative, because a lot, I can say quite a number of people are just being creative in their own way, but they do not know the particular reason, the particular purpose of why they are being creative. Yes, when they perform that creativity, it makes them feel like, okay, I did this with my own. But without it having a purpose, without it having a reason, it is going to just be meaningless. It's not going to give them a distinct value. It's not going to make them have a form of meaning that, oh yes, even though I made this with my own hand, but if the purpose is not derived, if the purpose is not gotten, the meaning of that creativity, I say, cannot be totally gotten. So and it is when you are actually trying to perform purpose, that is when you can channel every creativity. And creativity mostly comes when you're in a situation where you want to, you are stuck, you are okay. It's like when a manufacturer has a particular idea that he wants to bring out, but it doesn't know the aspect, that it doesn't know the form at which it wants that thing to come out. It is through your creativity that you can say that, okay, because of this particular purpose of me producing this thing, I'm going to channel my creativity through it, so that I can get a amazing result that will make people to that'll make people to be able to use this thing, and to be able to get more effectiveness, to be able to derive more ease when they are doing this particular choice. It's just like the person who um who, who created a bulldozer that they mostly use in the construction company. If it were not to be there, life would have been more stressful for everybody. But because he knows that, okay, but if I'm able to create this thing, there's going to be a particular, it has a particular purpose. That is why I'm going to create it. So it makes what it wants to create to be more effective, to be more generative, and to be more to be more useful to the generations and and everyone. So the purpose of a particular thing is the true meaning of a creative stuff that has been curated, and it is in the midst of of fulfilling a particular purpose, that is when you channel creativity mostly. It's just like when we say there is writer block. Even literally, there is nothing like letter block in the dictionary. It's just we not being able to like process, just being able to like go through what we want. But when you are able to know that, okay, I have this particular message that I want to pass across. This that's like the purpose of why you are doing that thing. That's when you are able to, okay, to think about the aspect as which you want to go through with that stuff. The aspect, the way you want it to be displayed, the audience you want to speak to, and the reason, the audience you want to speak to, and how you want to transmit it to the to your particular audience. And there are different forms of creativity. there are different aspects of creativity, like we have in arts, we have in engineering, we have in technology. And creativity, I can say, has made life more easier, has made life less stressful for people, and it has made life more also meaningful. So creativity, purpose in creativity is personal fulfillment, because when you know the particular purpose to which you are created, you want to generate you want to generate your creativity to be able to achieve that particular purpose. And in that aspect, you fulfill you fulfill your personal meaning or your own call, and you feel less defined, you feel more defined and less undefined. And also, purpose in creativity is also problem solving and innovative. You tend to like solve problem which generations to come gets to enjoy and gets to use and even improve on. So that is also part of purpose in creativity in purpose in creativity, sorry. Also, contribution to the society, and you but fulfilling a particular purpose through the use of creativity, you contribute more to your society, you bring more technology, you bring more views, more messages to people around you, to people that you are reaching out to. And it makes a particular contribution to the company. We know there are people out there that through their purpose, them are able to identify their purpose, and them working in their purpose through the use of creativity. We can point to them today, we can acknowledge them today for the useful works they've done and how it has been of a great impact to their society. Also, we have that of personal development and growth. When you're performing your creativity in your purpose, you grow, because growth, we say, never ends. We are always growing every day, and so far the time is ticking, we are always growing. So with the use of your creativity in your purpose, you grow, you develop, you learn new ways, you say new things, you understand things more, you derive more ways, you derive more meanings to what you are doing. So my my challenge to everyone out to everyone in this room today is that for you to be creative, for you to be mostly creative in life, I want to charge everyone to find their purpose, and in them achieving their purpose, they make use of creativity in a large way, because creativity is a very wonderful act, is a very wonderful process that, though you may meet rejections, though you may meet failures at some point, but you learn and you grow from those failures and those rejections that you've gotten. Thank you.
Hello, Heavens, are you there? Heavens, Heavens, are you there, please? Yeah, please be patient. Let me try getting him. Heavens, are you there?
Okay. Yes, I am. Please. Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much. Um, Ola Oye, Oluwadamilola. I hope I pronounced that correctly. Yeah. Thank you
Yes.
very much for your presentation. I loved how you started. I mean, you grabbed the attention of how you started by telling us all men are creative, but most men are not creative. I love how you proceeded or you transcended into the content. However, during as you made your presentation, there were hitches. I mean, that looked as though you were unstable. There were hitches, and I was trying to get the correlation, but in all, it was a beautiful presentation because I loved your intro, your perspective, and I loved how you connected certain things together, right? So, however, in subsequent presentations, I feel like you should take charge of your space. And thank you for showing your body. I could see your hand. I could see, at least I'm not seeing just only the head or something, right? I could see your hand. I could see maybe some little movement, right? So thank you for that. So as I've said earlier, in your next presentation, try to take charge of your space, relax, and of course, hit your words. Like, you know, the way choir masters say, hit your word, hit your notes, right? Hit your words so we can hear the how beautiful they are, right? So thank you very much for that. Enjoy the rest of the show. Over to you,
Thank you.
Janet.
Thank you so much, Heavens. I really do appreciate. Okay. We need the results so that we'll know who and who will be moving to the next stage. So I think our judges, I guess you're communicating. So we need the results so that we'll know who and who is moving to the next stage. Oyefemi is here, but his device is not connected. Oyefemi is here with us, but his device is not connected.
Sorry,
So let's know who.
Judges, fellow noble judges, can you just reach out to me now via I think WhatsApp will be okay. Just minimize so I can send you my result. We do the summit and get back to Janet. Please ASAP. Thank you.
We have that.
So Janet, have the floor now. Thank you.
All right. While we have that being done, let's have 2 minutes for that. We would continue with we'll just have to play 1 or 2 things to keep our audience engaged. All the same, remember that this is just, and we're just having fun here, basically. Everybody's just having fun. So I do not want anyone to feel unnecessarily tensed. It's a process. Who knows what will happen tomorrow? We might make it physical. And beyond that, you're telling a story. The fact that you are here. Oyefemi is here again, like I said earlier, but his device is not connected. And notwithstanding, he's also telling a story. The fact that he's here, it's one thing to attend the class. It's another thing to build relationships beyond the class. So for me, we are all telling stories here. Just enjoy the fun and let's wait for our judges to tell us what to do next.
Your voice, your legacy. Whether you speak through your pen or your mouth, what distinct mere success from excellence is the mastery of your skill. Come, welcome to my world, a class that fuels your artistic brilliance for sustainable relevance. Embrace the symphony of words. At Creative Mastery, I bring together the finest of public speaking, the rhythm of spoken word poetry, the power of storytelling, the mystery of script writing, and the enchantment of creative writing. Register now to unleash your words and resound your voice. Your voice, your legacy. Whether you speak through your pen or your mouth, what distinct mere success from excellence is the mastery of your skill. Come, welcome to my world, a class that fuels your artistic brilliance for sustainable relevance. Embrace the symphony of words. At Creative Mastery, I bring together the finest of public speaking, the rhythm of spoken word poetry, the power of storytelling, the mystery of script writing, and the enchantment of creative writing. Register now to unleash your words and resound your voice. Your voice, your legacy. Whether you speak through your pen or your mouth, what distinguishes mere success from excellence is the mastery of your skill. Come, welcome to my world, a class that fuels your artistic brilliance for sustainable relevance. Embrace the symphony of words. At Creative Mastery, I bring together the finest of public speaking, the rhythm of spoken word poetry, the power of storytelling, the mystery of script writing, and the enchantment of creative writing. Register now to unleash your words and resound your voice. Your voice, your legacy. Whether you speak through your pen or your mouth, what distinguishes mere success from excellence is the mastery of your skill. Come, welcome to my world, a class that fuels your artistic brilliance for sustainable relevance. Embrace the symphony of words. At Creative Mastery, I bring together the finest of public speaking, the rhythm of spoken word poetry, the power of storytelling, the mystery of script writing, and the enchantment of creative writing. Register now to unleash your words and resound your voice. Your voice, your legacy. Whether you speak through your pen or your mouth, what distinguishes mere success from excellence is the mastery of your skill. Come, welcome to my world, a class that fuels your artistic brilliance for sustainable relevance. Embrace the symphony of words. At Creative Mastery, I bring together the finest of public speaking, the rhythm of spoken word poetry, the power of storytelling, the mystery of script writing, and the enchantment of creative writing. Register now to unleash your words and resound your voice. Your voice, your legacy. Whether you speak through your pen or your mouth, what distinguishes mere success from excellence is the mastery of your skill. Come, welcome to my world, a class that fuels your artistic brilliance for sustainable relevance. Embrace the symphony of words. At Creative Mastery, I bring together the finest of public speaking, the rhythm of spoken word poetry, the power of storytelling, the mystery of script writing, and the enchantment of creative writing. Register now to unleash your words and resound your voice. Your voice, your voice, your voice, your legacy. Whether you speak through your pen or your mouth, what distinguishes mere success from excellence is the mastery of your skill. Come, welcome to my world, a class that fuels your artistic brilliance for sustainable relevance. Embrace the symphony of words. At Creative Mastery, I bring together the finest of public speaking, the rhythm of spoken word poetry, the power of storytelling, the mystery of script writing, and the enchantment of creative writing. Register now to unleash your words and resound your voice. Your voice, your legacy. Whether you speak through your pen or your mouth, what distinguishes mere success from excellence is the mastery of your skill. Come, welcome to my world, a class that fuels your artistic brilliance for sustainable relevance. Embrace the symphony of words. At Creative Mastery, I bring together the finest of public speaking, the rhythm of spoken word poetry, the power of storytelling, the mystery of script writing, and the enchantment of creative writing. Register now to unleash your words and resound your voice.
Okay, I was having conversations with the judge, and I had to tell him that he should come on board. He's the chief judge. The other judges are watching online, and they are also communicating with Heavens. So right now, I am waiting for Heavens to come on board so that he could be added to the stream. Heavens, are you there, please? He's not yet here. But all the same, it's been an exciting experience, and it's really amazing to see how everyone took time to plan and structure their presentation. We've had 5 persons speak to us, and it's been amazing. Everyone is a winner, and again, like I said, let's just have fun. Let's just have fun. After now, we'll be moving on to the next 3 persons, or the first 3 persons. We had 5 persons speak to us, so 2 persons would not be going to the second stage, so we're having 3 persons move on to the second stage. I would like to send a message to Heavens to join us. Kindly join. I'm coming, please. Kindly join. You are not on the stream. Okay, I had to send a message to him so that he could join in good time. Okay, I really want to appreciate everyone, for persons who are watching online. Thank you so much. I guess we have a comment here. Oh my, I can see a particular somebody said something. Oh oh my, that's I think that's from Femi. Sorry, Femi, are you Light Media? I don't know, Femi, if you can hear me. All right, yeah, I just saw your comment right now. Okay, it just corrected itself right now. But I think it's technically not too late. But then because we have moved on with the calculations of the mark, so we have to move to the next stage. But before we close today, we'll bring you on board to just have 1 or 2 conversations with us. The fact that you joined and you stayed through till this time, so I really need to get Team Heavens on board. All right, thank you so much, Mr. Heavens. You have the floor. Heavens, I do not know if you are speaking, but you are muted.
Okay, so thank you very much for waiting for us. We're trying to compute this from different places, and we hope to give a very accurate result. All right, we hope to give an accurate result. So um for proceeding to the final round, we'll just have three persons who would do that, right? So before I say this, I just want you to understand that it's it's not something that you should be worked up over, right? It's just for your betterment, it's for your growth. And Janet had to do this because want to just see how much of what we've learned over time, or what you say you claim to know over time, right? So without further ado, I will just be calling this call, and I hope, please, pardon me if I have to mispronounce your name, all right? So we're going to have three persons in no particular order, actually, right? We're going to have three persons who will be crossing over to the final. We had five persons that had the presentation. Yano Olua, right? Then we have Ibaro. I hope that's the surname. I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing. Manasseh Peace. We have Adeyemo Covenant and Ola Oye, right? Olaoye. I didn't get the other name. So these are the five persons we took record of. Then three of you will be moving forward to the next round. So the three persons here on my list are, we have in no particular order, actually, we have Olaoye, yeah, the last speaker, Olaoye. Oluwa, I didn't get that. I'm so sorry. Pardon me, please. So we are moving on to the next. Please, a round of applause for her wherever you are. I know I cannot hear the you're clapping, but please do that. Then we also have the other person that will be moving on here is Manasseh Peace. Manasseh Peace will also be moving on to the next round. Right, Manasseh Peace will be moving on to the next round. Right.
Heavens, you are muted. I do not know if you are aware, but you are muted, please.
Oh, okay. Sorry about that. So the next person that'll be moving on our list here is Igbaro. I'm sorry, right? Spelled as Igbaro. I hope that's it, right? So these are the persons. I'm calling you by your surname, please. Sorry. So these are the persons who will be moving on to the next round. Thank you so much. Let's have you. And the next round, please, as want to see how much you can pass out your message. The convener actually said 5 minutes, but as the chief judge, I'm going to reduce it to at most 3 minutes. You're going to talk on a random topic. At most, I mean, you should be wrapping up 2 to 3 minutes. Let's see how much you can do this whole process again and still deliver within the shortest period of time. All right, over to you, Janet. Thank you.
All right, Heavens, please. Who are we calling first for this round? I want you to just, after the first person, you tell us, okay, who is coming next, so that we know who and who will be coming on board. So who is coming first,
Okay,
please?
so let's have Olaoye. Olaoye, that's the last person who spoke. So what's the top? What's the point? What are they saying now? You know, we are going to give them like a fresh topic from what they've practiced already. So what's the topic?
Good evening,
Right now,
everyone.
on any topic, basically.
Okay. So go ahead to speak on your topic.
Good evening, everyone. My next, thank you so much for the event. That's actually been a wonderful. It has been a wonderful and mind-blowing event. So my topic for this discussion is mastery. Well, for every successful people out there, there is mastery. Without mastery, there is no success because nobody's going to pay a mediocre. And we are all multi-talented. To this world, when we're born, we're given a lot of talents. So among those talents, we have our mastery. We build our most dominant gifts, then we'll make a personal brand with our most dominant gift. Then after making a personal brand with our most dominant gift, we'll bring out we are able to bring in our our other gifts, and we build more on them. And because of the trust and the gain that we've gotten from our most dominant gifts to the people that have patronized our brand, we are able to sell amidst us having a lot of gifts. Though some people see multi-talented people as some people see it as a disadvantage, but one thing I know is that it is a very amazing gift for you to be multi-talented. But amidst you being multi-talented, there are distraction, and for every distraction, one thing for every distraction is that they are all attractive. So for you to be able to achieve mastery among your most among your multi-talented personality, you have to be able to focus, because for you to be able to focus, you have to do away with the attractions that are coming from your distractions. So for you to the attractions that come from your distractions, sorry, you have to be able to build a personal brand that people are able to trust, people are able to rely on, people are able to vouch for, that regardless of the situation, regardless of the circumstance, this brand is a brand I can trust. And without focus, you cannot achieve this stage. And one thing I want us to know is that yes, even though we have gifts, they we have a process to that gift, because every gift we have, they are raw, and they are just like crude oil that has to be refined. So before you attain your refinements, before you attain your your mastery, you have to refine the gifts that you have been given, in order for them to be able to have a very presentable look, and to have a amazing results when they are being used by people. So we have to refine our amazing the gifts that we have. When we have stated our dominant gifts, we have to be able to refine them, and in our refinement, we have to be able to focus on on our dominant gifts, to do away with every form of distraction, to do away with every form of distraction, to do away with even to every form of praises, because yes, as a multi-talented, you'll be praised by people. You will be valued. You will not be totally valued by people, but let me say you'll be valued by people, because it is in focus that is where you have value. It's just like this adage that says jack of all trades. When you're a jack of all trades, you will not really be appreciated by people. But when you have a particular focus, when you have a particular thing that you are being known for, a personal brand that you stand for, that is when you can be able to have a true value, that when that particular aspect you are being based on, when it is being mentioned, your name can be part of the listed ones. Your name can be part of the listed people that say that okay, regardless of what the circumstances may be for this particular person is going to turn up. This particular person has a very good result to give to you, and your focus is the key of your productivity and effectiveness. For you to be able to be effective in your dominant gift, for you to be able to proceed and have a wonderful result with the gifts that you have, and to be able to have mastery at large, you have to be productive. Focus is needed, and which is your productivity and your effectiveness, you being able to show up regardless of the circumstances, you being consistent, because there is nothing big that does not start small. So mastery, I would say, is a big thing. So for you to be able to achieve mastery, you must start small. And from you being statissimo is you being focused, you being disciplined, regardless of the circumstances and the situation, that no, I have to be effective, I have to be productive in order to be able to focus on my dominant gift and to be able to attain mastery in it, as everyone is born to be a creative. So there is no champion that is made without pain or progress or sacrifices. For every mastery that you see out there, there have been times when the person have had to go through pain, the person has had to go through some sacrifices, and the truth is that there is no success without sacrifice. You have to sacrifice one thing or the other. That's other gifts that you have as a multi-talented. You have to sacrifice them for the meantime and focus on your dominant gift in order for you to be able to gain the mastery of your personal brand. And when you have the mastery of your personal brand, you are able to you are able to bring in your other gifts and make a very good brand of 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 what you have, because there are a lot of what you have, because you've gained the trust, you've gained the confidence, and you've gained the results from what you have actually put your sacrifices to. And growth is also a key thing to refinement. For as like I said before, in your mastery you have focus and refinement, and growth is the key thing to your refinement. For you to be able to refine the particular gift you have, for you to be able to refine your brand to be able to be a wonderful brand that can stand out among others, you have to grow daily. You have to read a book, you have to attend classes, you have to do things you are not confident to do, you have to do things you do not even like doing. But just because you want to grow and because you want to refine that personal brand of yours, you have to keep on moving and you have to keep on growing in order to have that mastery that you want to attain. Take a look. It's just like for instance, take a look at a person that went to a particular class. Okay, you signed up for a class and you learned a particular thing. Yes, that's that you've made. I can say you are trying to like refine the particular gift you have, but without you working hard, without you working hard, without you putting more effort on that particular gift, you cannot act. Even though you've attended the class, you cannot be able to have a wonderful results. You might even forget what you've gotten, but yes, you still have the certificate of what you have. So all I would like to say and want my audience to hold on to today is that for you to achieve mastery in the respective niche that you have chosen to work with, you have to make sure that you're focused. Even though you are multi-talented, that personal particular gift you want to work with, you are focused on it and you are ready to refine it so you have a wonderful and a presentable brand for everyone to work with. Thank you.
All right. I guess Mr. Heavens is having some issues with his net, and I do hope he joins us in good time. I'm trying to communicate with him on my phone as well as ensure that the back end is going amazingly well. All right, so I'm trying to communicate with him on my phone and also ensure that the back end is going on well. All right, he's back. So, Evans, you have the floor. Please, Heavens, we can't hear you. We can't hear you. Or is there an issue from your end, please? Heavens.
Your voice, your legacy. Whether you speak through your pen or your mouth, what distinct mere success from excellence is the mastery of your skill. Come, welcome to my world, a class that follows your artistic brilliance for sustainable relevance. Embrace the symphony of words. At Creative Mastery, I bring together the finest of public speaking, the rhythm of spoken word poetry, the power of storytelling, the mystery of script writing, and the enchantment of creative writing. Register now to unleash your words and resound your voice.
Heavens, please, can you hear me? Heavens, can you hear me, please? We cannot hear you. Okay, you said you are there. You are on the screen right now, but I cannot hear you. I do not know if it's the same issue. If you can, please, if you're watching us right now, if you can hear Heavens, kindly tell us you can hear him so that I'll be sure that the issue is not coming from my side. Can you speak? Heavens, I cannot hear you. I cannot, nobody is hearing you, I guess. We are done. Damilola is done with her session. Please, can you speak? I am not hearing you. Can anyone hear Heavens? All right. Since you said you can hear me, right, and we cannot hear you, can we move? I'm actually chatting with him and also having the voice, also having the session. So can we proceed to the next person who is coming on board? Okay, without further ado, we'll be calling on the next person who would be coming on board. Before we call the next person come on board, let's just have a break.
Your voice, your legacy. Whether you speak through your pen or your mouth, what distinguishes mere success from excellence is the mastery of your skill. Come, welcome to my world, a class that follows your artistic brilliance for sustainable relevance. Embrace the symphony of words. At Creative Mastery, I bring together the finest of public speaking, the rhythm of spoken word poetry, the power of storytelling, the mystery of script writing, and the enchantment of creative writing. Register now to unleash your words and resound your voice. Your voice, your legacy. Whether you speak through your pen or your mouth, what distinguishes mere success from excellence is the mastery of your skill. Come, welcome to my world, a class that fuels your artistic brilliance for sustainable relevance. Embrace the symphony of words. At Creative Mastery, I bring together the finest of public speaking, the rhythm of spoken word poetry, the power of storytelling, the mystery of script writing, and the enchantment of creative writing. Register now to unleash your words and resound your voice.
Hello, guys. Can you hear me? Oh, I think I'm audible now. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened that you cannot hear me, right? So I was actually addressing the other speaker. We need to be very time conscious. So the message was very clear. It was okay. I loved I was also addressing, okay, I was not going to address that because this is the final stage. I would not be telling you what's the corrections. Please adhere to time and let's get right on. So the second person that I'm going to be calling is Manasseh Peace. Please, 2 minutes to 3 minutes, and that should be it. Thank you very much.
Good evening, everybody, once again. I especially want to thank Coach Jeanette for giving us this opportunity. I have been learning so much, and I want to thank the Chief Judge, Tim Heavens, for the corrections made in the first stage. God bless you, Sir and Ma. And so, the viewers, I want to say, hope you're enjoying this as much as I am enjoying it. Okay, so I was speaking on the topic skills acquisition, skill acquisition. Now, before we dive further, I want to tell you the meaning of skill. Skill is the ability or the proficiency that an individual acquires either through learning, through practice, or through experience. So, we have three facts of skill acquisition. We have three facts of skill acquisition. One, capacity builder. Having a skill helps you build capacity. It gives you the privilege of exploring, that is expanding. Now, if you have a skill, you would be more versatile. You'll be more vast. Be you'll be untrained. You'll know what to do and what not to do. And that, the second one is responsibility earner. It gives you a sense of responsibility. You do better when you have a skill. When you have something doing, it makes people see you as someone that is responsible. And the third one is it promotes independence. Now, having a skill for students, having a skill, you don't have to depend on your parents all the time. You don't have to depend on your parents all the time. You don't have to start calling for urgent 2K. For the ladies, you don't have to start going on your status and posting urgent 2K, urgent 2K. No. Having a skill gives you a sense of being independent. You don't have to look for sponsor your lunch, who will sponsor your next meal, looking for somebody to buy you handouts and all. Especially as a student, this is very important. Yes, this is very, very important. And then we have two forms of skills. We have the hard skills and we have the soft skills. The hard skills are teachable skills. The skills like graphic design, video editing, social media management, and the likes. We have the soft skills. The soft skills are inherent, are personal attributes like friendliness, personality management, leadership. Um, it boils down to even creativity. Yes. So these two forms of skills are intangible, that is, they are interchangeable with one, they're interwoven with one another. And lastly, how can you discover your skills? How can you discover your skills? It is very important to have a skill. So how can you discover these skills? First, have a self-reflection. So you have to sit down and ask yourself some questions. What do I enjoy doing the most? What do I see myself? What do I love doing? What do I see myself doing? On most times, what do I see myself unconsciously doing? Ask yourself these questions, and what do I think that I am good at? So answering these questions will give you a sense of, or it will give you a medium to which skill, or to know what skill to have, if you understand what I mean. And then secondly, ask questions. Now there's a saying that your friend, let me use pigeon. Now your friend will tell you if your mouth is smell good. So people looking at you, people other people know you to an extent more than you know yourself. They know you better. So ask the people around you. It could be your mentors, your parents, your teachers, your lecturers, anywhere. I just ask them, what do you think I'm good at? What do you think I'm very good at? Okay, what do you think I do that is good that I can package into a skill? Ask them questions. Asking questions will not allow you misroad. Yes, that's right. Then thirdly, have a journal where you document things. The third one is documentation. So just um sit down when through going through life journey, just get a journal, start jotting down things. Start jotting down your success, your achievements, your failures, yes, your mistakes, everything. Start jotting them down and go back to that journal and look into it. What and what, okay, where and where am I good at? What and what am I good with? What can I do to improve? Where does my creativity, or where does my ability lies? Doing this will help you to discover your skills. And having discovered your skills, it is good you develop your skills. One way to develop your skill is practice, constant practice. There's a saying that practice makes perfect. Yes, what you do continually will have a way of sticking with you, that is, you cannot forget it. So practicing makes perfect. So with each practice you make, with each practice, you get to become better, you get to know more. Yes, explore. In that your skill, explore. Yes, go, just do you. That is it. So I thank you for your time, and I guess you understand. God bless you.
Okay, thank you very much, guys. So let me tell you my experience, right? As I speak to you, I'm using the third gadget just to be on this call, right? From my laptop to the other phone and to the to the second phone, right? But I believe that we'll be wrapping up shortly, right? So thank you very much for that. It was good. It was okay. That's all I would say. Of course, this is the last section, so I don't want to give some corrections and modifications are made for other persons. However, you also exceeded the time frame, but not as much as the other person. So that was a good one. Please, let's have the last speaker for this evening. Please, judges, can you send me the scores for these two persons now, so we don't have to wait over? If you can hear me, please just send their scores now to my DM so we can do this calculation and get this thing done with. Thank you very much. Over to the last person, which is I think that's Ibaro Olua. Sorry, please, the third speaker come up. Thank you. Oluwatoyin, thank you. Thank you, Oluwatoyin. Now, I will call your name properly.
Okay. Good evening, everyone, once again. So, I believe you know the adage, the way you dress is the way you be addressed. I believe you know that adage already. The way you dress is the way you will be addressed. If you see a doctor, if you see an individual on a lab coat and a stethoscope, what comes to your mind? You conclude that that individual is a doctor. And if you see an individual on a lawyer's coat and a lawyer's wig, what comes to your mind, you can choose that that individual is a lawyer. So also, the way you dress is the way you will be addressed. Now, this is actually my this question. How do you dress? Is actually coming to the Christian. It's actually coming to the Christian.
Sorry, please, I cannot hear you. I cannot hear you.
We are actually
I cannot hear her
Christians.
again, Janet. If you can hear me, please.
Represent Christ. They do not actually represent God in their way of dressing. Yes, I know that you have to be fashionable when dressing. Yes, I know that you have to be fashionable when dressing, but
We can't hear you. Tony, we can't hear you. I guess the issue is from the earpiece. You have a beautiful presentation, but the earpiece is kind of betraying you in a way. And I feel there is need to be close to the mouthpiece of the earpiece.
okay, can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you better. Better. But not like absolutely, but better.
Okay. Should I start from beginning again?
I'm not the judge. Heaven. What do you say? All right, start from the beginning. 3 minutes. You may start from the beginning. 3 minutes, please.
Oh, okay, I can't hear um the judge. So I'll just start from the beginning again. So as I was saying, I'll just continue. So as I was saying, how do you dress? How do you dress? And this question is actually addressed to the Christians. You might see a lot of Christians who claim that they are children of God, but do not represent Him in the way they dress. You you might see someone who claims, um, yes, I know that dressing is also needs to be fashionable, but what about the foremost the foremost and principal importance of dressing, which is actually to cover nakedness? In the beginning, dressing and clothing came about to cover the nakedness of man, but in this 21st century and our present age and time, we see a lot of immodest and dressing in our present age, which ought not to be so. If if you tell me that you are actually a Christian and I see you on the streets of Lagos wearing mini skirts, parading the streets of Lagos, and you tell me that you have the Holy Spirit you have, did the Holy Spirit not tell you that you should not wear that kind of clothing before leaving the house? So I believe that as Christians that we say we are, we should actually dress and portray who we actually say we are. Just like you see a doctor, you know that okay, this is a doctor. You see a lawyer, you know okay, this is a lawyer. You should actually dress to portray your face, to portray who you actually are. You can check out the pages of godly influencers like Mam Deborah Oshodo. You can check out the pages of Mam Chinaza Favor. You can check out the pages of Gum Clothing, and you actually see that you can dress well and still be beautiful. So now, I ask you this question: how do you dress? Think on it and pour down your mind and answer sincerely. How do you dress? Thank you.
Heavens, your attention is needed. Are you there?
Yes,
Heavens.
yes,
All
yes,
right.
yes, again.
All right. I guess she's done.
Yes, please. So Okay, of course, I would not be talking generally, Janet. I think this is the last for today, the last round, right?
Yes, but is it possible for us to have Oyefemi to just talk to us for like 1-2 minutes?
Yes, please, it's possible.
Yeah, he's not part of the contestants anymore in quotes, but let's just have him talk to us.
Okay, please bring him on the show.
Oyefemi, please, are you there? Oyefemi. Okay, I guess he's not available right now. Okay, Heavens, you can take on. All right. Heavens just went off the call. I hope he comes back in good time. Oyefemi, are you there, please? Okay, I can see you're with two different accounts. Oyefemi, are you there, please?
I can hear you. Can you hear me? I can hear you. Can
Yes,
you hear
yes,
me?
yes, yes, yes. All right. You have the floor.
All right. Good evening, mom. Can you still hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. I can hear you. Can
Okay.
hear you.
I think there's a network issue here. Can you hear me, please?
Yes, yes, I can hear you. We can all hear you.
All right. All right. I think it's better now. Okay. Thanks for the privilege, and I want to apologize. I was having network issues anyhow. That was because I was in transit. So very quickly, just like you give the chance to speak about creativity, I would just like to mention a few things since I couldn't participate in the competition or the content, right to say. So creativity, like I love to define it, is the ability to get ideas or cause improvements on existing ideas through the power of imagination. And yes, it is true that every man is a creative. We only have those who have unleashed their creativities and those who haven't and those that will never do. All right, because they do not believe that they are creative in. And I want to talk about the limitations to creativity. And these are classified into two. One I call mental limitation, and the other one I call attitudinal limitation. So mental limitation has to do with one of the things that a creative experience that causes them not to unleash their creativity under mental restraint or mental limitation is lack of skills, creative skills. Many persons are creative. For example, now let's say I'm a fashion designer. All right, I'm a very creative person, but the level of my skill will also dictate the level of my creativity. So if I'm not well grounded in that work, in that skill, there's no way I can really unleash my creativity in that field. That's a mental limitation. Another one is poor self knowledge. Somebody said you don't really know yourself until you unleash your irresistible self. So many persons do not really believe in themselves. So this kind of like reduce the level of their creativity expression. And this is why many persons think that they are not creative at all because they have what we call poor self knowledge. And another one is doubt under mental limitation. Another thing is doubt. Many people believe in others. They think highly of others and think less of themselves. They do not believe they can do things. Okay. They just watch other people do it because they do not believe in themselves. Another attitudinal limitation, one of the things I would like to say is conservativeness. Some persons are so conservative. Like there's an adage in my language. that says, let's do it the way it is done so that it can happen the way it used to happen. So a creative person is a person that challenges the norm. They seek option in every situation. And that's the beginning of creativity. When you can think beyond human sentiment, to, create something that is unique. That's what creativity is all about. Your master said something. He said, if we continue to do what we naturally can do, we will not cease to amaze ourselves. So another thing I'd like to say is that there's a difference between what we can boxed man. One is at the top and one is in the box. So another thing that happens that limits men from being creative is comparison. Comparison. When you try to copy life, when you try to copy things, the uniqueness within you will not find expression. And that is a killer of creativity. The last one I want to talk about under attitudinal limitations to creativity is easy satisfaction. If you are easily satisfied, you not want to shoot your cap. You not. It's just like there's a peg. Once you get to a level, you don't go beyond that. Okay, some person are easily satisfied with what they do. They do not want to cross some boundaries or they set some limitation for themselves. So lastly, for the sake of time, I would just like to discuss a few things to do to unleash your creativity. Number one, like I said earlier on, always seek options in everything that you do. Recently, I got a particular gadget, and the person that set it up for me told me that this is the way it's supposed to be. It should be like this. And when I discovered this thing was not working to my expectation, I have to, put everything, rearrange everything all over again. Now, that is me challenging the norm. That is me thinking more possible ways of doing things. Another thing that can unleash your creativity is being inquisitive. Being inquisitive. You ask questions like why? Why? This is how it is done. Why? So asking such questions can also help you to seek more options and get a better way of doing things or improve on the existing ways of doing them. The last one I want to talk about, and this cannot be overemphasized, enjoy creativity. Enjoy creativity. The best way to be a creative person is to enjoy creativity itself. And this means that when you enjoy creativity, you consume more of creative content. So this boosts your creativity as well. It helps you by enjoying creativity, you also begin to make creative friends. And it is the truth when they say that you speak what you listen to, you become what you see, and you are who you think you are. So all these things around you helps you to unleash your creativity. So I will end by saying this: creativity is a flow. You have to keep doing it, be progressive in being creative. So thanks for the opportunity once again, and I apologize. It's my network in transit and there's no way I could have connected. So once again, thank you and thanks for listening and well done to all the participants. A very big thank you to Ma'am Jenny. All right.
Thank you so much, Oyefemi. Thank you so much for coming through. Thank you so much for staying through despite the issue that happened on your end. Okay, we are awaiting the results. Sorry, we're awaiting the results from Heavens, and we do hope that in no time he joins us. We are waiting the results. I do not know if Gift, she's here. I guess yeah, she's one of the judges. I do not know if there have been some conversation. Is not here, and we need him. Okay, I really want to appreciate. I'll keep checking to know if any of the judges can hear me. Please do communicate. One person, another one of the judges could just come on board, and we'll call it a beautiful night. Somebody Somebody will be going to bed this night. It's not about who wins, right? One of the things I am really proud of right now in my life was something I had pitched. Yeah, I had pitched one as one of the first 50 persons at that pitching. I was not listed. You know, when you go for a competition and you have like 1,000 persons, 2,000 persons, and they say they want to pick the first 50 persons, and you are not listed as. Did I cry? No, I don't think I cried. I felt like I was very sad that very day. How the decision of to learn these days. While competition is beautiful, I love to also engage in competitions and I do not like to lose competitions. But then you should also understand that sometimes you win and sometimes you learn. And when you learn, you should understand just things. A different person. Do you understand things and what the judge feels? Of course, there are standards, but it's about what the judge thinks. Then the onion is on you to go and improve on yourself, or yeah, improve on yourself, improve in your skills. Maybe next time, this he's actually using like his third or fourth gadget right now. You know, maybe next time when there is a competition or something similar of this sort, you can, you know, improvise. Okay, I'll get my power bank ready, I'll get this ready. If you realize that at some point I was using a laptop and a phone at the same time, just to ensure that we do not run out of get the gist. All right, so just see it as fun, and if you're not announced as the winner, just see it as, oh, it was just have to improve on yourself. Like I said, one of the beautiful things I am presently implementing in my life is something I had pitched sometimes ago, and I did not make it to the first 50 at that competition. Out of the thousands of persons who applied for that particular thing, I am one of the few who is thriving. And I don't just mean thriving in the sense of, oh, she's just doing well. She is really, really, I am really, really thriving. Okay. So I want you to understand that it's not, you shouldn't go back. You shouldn't go to your bed feeling sad or feeling unhappy. See it as fun, see it as a beautiful way to improve yourself. And who knows where you will be tomorrow. This is the first time, I'm sure for many of you, this is the first time you'll be experiencing something like this when you attend the class. So who knows tomorrow? All right, without further ado, let's call on our chief judge to come give us the announcement that we've been waiting for so long. All right, Heavens, you have the floor. Thank you so much.
Okay, guys. So I want to say a very big thank you to Janet for having this happen. I want to say thank you to all the participants for actually creating out time to be here and to do this to participate. I also want to say thank you to the audience, to the viewers from wherever you're watching from. So I'm going to be as snappy as possible. Now, I want you to understand that judging criteria, like, this is not the first time I am having the opportunity to judge, and I want to tell you that it might not be necessarily the things you say, right? Some of you might say my presentation was wonderful. How about your eyes contact? How about your dressing? How about your video coverage? How about your noise reduction? So if you look at it from the recent, it's not all about the whole content of what you said. It's about the whole thing that makes it a nice presentation. And let me tell you one simple truth. Like, from my own end, almost all of you had the same score for content and structure, right? It was not below 20. We had 25 points. It was not below 20 for anybody. So we had from 20 to, and nobody had up to 23, by the way. So I had 20, 21, and in fact, not 21, 20 and 22. right? So that was your content grading. So you see that almost all of you had the same grade. But now when we fall down to delivery, adhering of time, engagement and connection, some of you didn't engage with your audience. You didn't engage with, you didn't even engage with me, you didn't engage with us, right? That's also there, right? Your body language is there, your noise reduction is there, your dressing is there. So at the end of the day, it's not about what you said, it's about all the components and all the recipes put together, right, to make your presentation a beautiful one, right? I'll also say that one thing that affected a person that got into this last round was that judges could not hear her. In fact, when I saw the score, I was like, this score? He said, yes, that score was for the fact that she was present. I didn't hear anything she said. So you can imagine how that has spoiled your mark, or how that has brought down your mark actually, because the judges couldn't hear what you said, right? In fact, I had to put my phone in my close to my ear, like very close to my ear, to hear what that person is saying. So you see how your gadget has affected your score. So please, when we call this result, don't say I spoke well. It's not about your speaking. How eloquent were you? Your camera, your whatever, please. Not about what you said about, all right? So in the light of that, in the light of that clarity, right? So I'm going to start with the least person. It's quite unfortunate you came the least, and your gadget really played a bad role in making you come the least, because a lot of us couldn't hear what you were saying. So the third position for this bank of badges goes to no other person than Igbaro Oluwa Tony. Please, a round of applause for her. She did greatly, but work on your gadget and work on other things that makes your presentation beautiful, right? So yeah, she did very well, and I'm excited for her. Then the next person we have here, the second position. I'm not seeing you people clapping. I'm looking at the comments. Why are you not clapping, everyone? Okay. Yes, you did. You did great. Well done. So the second person, the second position here is Manasseh Peace. A round of applause for her. You did greatly. You did greatly. Right. Well done. Well done. And our winner for the bank of badges, right? A lot of things contributed to her winning, I believe so, right? Our winner for today, for this evening, for the bank of badges goes to no other person than Ola Oye. Ola Oye, yeah? Yes, please, a round of applause for her. Ola Oye Olua. Olua, all right. Olua, complete the next for me. Okay. Please, a round of applause for her, everyone. So you guys did greatly, all right. But next time, I want you to, of course, I'm also getting better. Or I think the competition Janet talked about, I think I participated in that competition too, where the 50 persons, and now she's doing greatly well. And right. So you must understand that the competition is only here to make you stronger. Understand that it's not all about what you that comes out from your mouth. It involves a lot of things surrounding your presentation, right? It involves a lot of things surrounding rather your presentation. So you guys did greatly well. I appreciate you for your work, and I hope to see you at the top. Thank you very much, and bye for now. Okay, over to you, Janet. I'll be leaving now. I have a very important meeting to catch up with. In fact, I'm the Secretary General to that meeting, so I have to go now.
Right, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'm really excited that the Bank of Batches has been a reality, is a reality. This is the first time. We'll see how to improve on it as we have more batches. We'll see how to make the reality. I think one of the things I really, really dream of having one of these days is us having a physical meeting, maybe something like a physical get together. But for now, it's really amazing that we made this happen. Congratulations to Damilola. Congratulations. Congratulations. Well done on the success of this. And again, like I said, for everyone involved, congratulations to Manasseh Peace. Congratulations to Toyin. Congratulations to everyone who made this a reality. And most importantly, I also appreciate Oyefemi, who had issues with his network but still showed up. That's really amazing and that's really heartfelt. I really want to appreciate the judges. Heavens is here. Gift is behind the scene. She's been really engaging on YouTube. Thank you so much, Gift. Thanks to everyone who stayed tuned till this moment. So I'll just give Dami the floor to just say one or two things and as the winner for today's episode on the Bank of Batches. So I'll give you the floor. And for the other persons, I'll give after Damifit speaks, Peace will speak, then Twin will speak. All right, you have the floor. Just something in few seconds, please.
Hi everybody. I am so happy. I right now I'm speechless. Well, I just want to thank God Almighty for giving me this privilege, yes, of participating and also imagine as a second winner. And I want to thank my Janet, God, Coach, you are the best. And to the judges, God bless you guys. God bless you all. The viewers who took out the time to be here with us today. I really want to appreciate you. Thank you, everybody. I am so excited. I am glad I participated in this because I got to understand public speaking better and I have learned a lot and I have so much to take home. I am super excited. Thank you, everyone. Thank you once again. I am glad.
Um, Thank you very much for the privilege to be a participant in this Bang of Artists contest. Thank you, Ma'am Adeyemo. Kenneth, thank you, Sat Evan. Thank you to all our judges. Thank you, everyone. And to the winner, I want to say congratulations to you. To everyone who participated in this contest, I want us to understand that it's either win or we learn. So for those who couldn't uh, be the winner today, I believe we actually learned a lot of things, most of the way we speak, our body language, our presentation, our camera, our sound. I really have learned a lot. So congratulations once again to the winner and thank you very much, Coach Janet, for this privilege. Thank you.
Dami, are you there? Dami, are you there, please?
I am a good evening, ma'am.
All right. In a few seconds, just speak to us.
Okay, good evening, everyone. I really want to appreciate Adeyemo Desitofomi Janet, our coach and the founder of Creative Mastery Class. I have nothing else to say, but thank you, God. Thank you, everyone that made this happen, because it was right from the class. It has been so insightful and everything. And I can say, from everything I've gained from the class, everything I gained from the class has been useful, has been wonderful for me, even outside creative after creative mastery class. I've been able to use it even while in my academics. I've been able to use it in every aspect of my life, and I am so grateful. I'm so delighted that I attended creative mastery class, and I really want to appreciate everyone, and congratulations to every other person that participated also in this um competition. And I also want to enjoy everybody to also make sure that we are doing one thing one way or the other, to make sure we are all moving forward and making our growth the most important thing to us. And also sign up for Creative Masterclass if you haven't. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Dami. Congratulations to Dami. Congratulations to Peace. Congratulations to him. Okay, during the conversation we had, the competition, I'm sure every one of us got to realize certain things. For instance, those of us who had low lightning, those of us who had, you understood in one way or the other the different faults you have. I feel this is a way of practicing. Who knows where you'll be called upon to speak. Few days back, I was to speak physically at a particular place, and I wasn't present physically. I had to join online. So imagine you were paid, or you are paid to join online to speak at an event. There are certain exigencies they would not want you to exhibit. All right. I one time I saw somebody who was a speaker at an event using torchlight. She was literally using lamp to speak so that people can see her face. In my mind, I was like, wow, nobody really cares about the process. People just want to see results. So I won't ask you, why are you using lamp? Is it that there's no electricity in your place? I want to see a good result. I remember one time I invited somebody to speak at one of my events, and I was hearing goats like making noise at the background. The person took his phone. The person took his phone from the sitting room, or from the room where he was, took it outside. Like, we're literally seeing the person moving around with his phone. That was so bad. People don't care about the process. They don't care whether you have lights in your home. They want to see is the result. And often at times it's the results that draws people, or the kind of opportunities you desire, and not the process. The process is you. The process is forming you. The process is for you, but the result is what people want to celebrate. Having said this, we've come to the end of Bank of. Today we would have had hints on hints, but the bank of batches in May is our hint on hints for this month. Thank you so much. Thank you for trusting me to give you value at Creative Mastery. And it will be my sincere desire that more people get to know about the knowledge being spilled at Creative Mastery. Do well to inform others who desire to learn public speaking, spoken word poetry, creative writing, storytelling, and script writing. Have a beautiful night and enjoy the rest of the beautiful things that life has to offer. See ya. Bye bye.